First thing is you got to compile your list of schools. Daisy, I feel like you have a little bit of a formula here of the things you want to consider. The major factors to consider when you're putting putting a list of school together. What are those factors?
Not in order of priority, but what people could think about when they're making the list. And I feel like I keep mentioning this like a broken record, but where are you willing to live? What can you afford? What program is a good fit for your research or your clinical interests or both? Um, is the program good quality, which I think a big way to gauge that is looking at match rates. I don't know if there's another or better way. You have a program that has a 50% match rate. It's just something to worry about. And of course, APA accredited. And so when I was compiling my list, I knew that every school had to fall into like meeting those criteria, where I was willing to live, what I was willing to pay, et cetera. And then when it came to faculty advisor areas of interest, it didn't have to be the same exact benefit across all schools. So I have a strong interest in working with justice involved individuals or forensic settings. And some schools really focused on that and had a faculty that were very experienced in those areas. And then let's say psychotherapy research is something that also was extremely interesting to me. And so it doesn't have to be like one thing interests you. It's the only thing. I mean, there's like a lot of things that could interest people. I've also applied to schools that focus on underserved and marginalized individuals because that's what interested me about justice involved work. And so really I had to, like, for me, I looked at my list and again, it had to be affordable, it had to be a good program. It had to be somewhere I was willing to live. And it had to be a place that I thought I would really be interested in going based on the faculty or the focus of the program.
Right.
It didn't have to be the same thing in every school. In
Yeah.
fact, very different things that made me drawn to different programs.
Yeah. So I know when you're looking at programs that they fall on a spectrum of emphasizing research versus clinical work. Would you say TC is pretty balanced?
Okay, I'll say that.
I was
Actually true. Yeah, but it's a yes, but I think on the whole, and actually I think Daisy could answer this better than me having gone through the program, but I think from faculty's point of view, we try and we believe in a balance between clinical and research experiences and curriculum. That said, depending on whom you're working with, the faculty with whom you're working with, you may be spending much of your time doing that person's research rather than having the time to pursue clinical experiences more than what's required. So the point is that the program may have a philosophy, but you may have to adjust thinking about that philosophy based on your own, on what your mentor wants from you.